Hello all, my name is Krish Naik and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, today in this particular video, I'll be showing you how you can use AI to train AI. And in this video, I'm going to talk about this amazing platform which is called as Julius. We'll try to see what all capabilities Julius basically have, why we specifically say this as an AI data analyst or a data scientist. So please go ahead and watch this video till the end because it will be super beneficial for all the data scientists and data analysts out there. Now, first of all, to start with, what you need to do is that go ahead and log in, right? And you can probably log in with your email ID, whatever email ID you have, like Google, GitHub, or any other things. Now here, what I'm actually going to do here, as soon as it gives you an option. Okay. So first of all, I'll talk about this AI setting option. So in the AI setting, you can probably select the kind of AI that you want. So it has three options over here: OpenAI GPT-4, Anthropic Claude, Mistral 7B. And here you can also select a persona, right? Whether you probably want in science, economics, sales, healthcare, marketing, biology, right? So that this particular entire chatbot works as a kind of assistant. Now what I'm actually going to do over here, by default, I'll not select anything because I really want to show you how this AI can probably train another machine learning models and all. So over here, what I've done is that I've taken one data set, okay? And this data set is basically called as housing.csv, or I'll be probably taking this particular data set. So this is an advanced house price prediction data set, because in this data set, you specifically have a lot of NaN values and all. Now see, as soon as I probably uploaded, it went ahead and it probably started, please go ahead and load the file. It gave this default conversation, visualize something to help present it, okay? So some default, prompt is already given over here, and here you can probably see it started writing the code. And with respect to this particular code, you'll be able to see that we'll be getting some kind of visualization, we'll be getting some kind of things, right? I'll be showing you there are much more different options. And finally, we'll also try to train our model. Here you are not even writing a single line of code. If you know all these techniques, if you know the life cycle of a data science project, I think this will be definitely helpful. Now here you could see that as soon as we went and told that, okay, visualize something to help present it, here is this specific data set. This data set has a lot of NaN values, guys, different features, and there's so many different features. And how quickly you can see that the data set has been successfully loaded and the head of the data set is displayed above, and there's some visualization, okay? Now, you can ask anything. You can probably ask what is the correlation with respect to all the numerical features, all the kind of prompts that you specifically want to ask, okay? So let's say I will go ahead and say, perform all the necessary feature engineering for training a model, training a regression model, considering what will be my output feature over here. So I'll just go ahead and select the sales price. See, already it is giving you code. So if you click probably over here and show code, you'll be able to see this entire code over here, right? So this is why this is specifically very amazing. Okay. Now what I will do over here, I've just given this particular prompt, perform all the necessary feature engineering for training a regression model, considering your sales price as output feature. Okay. Sales price as output feature. Okay. So I've done this. So over here now, as soon as I press enter, you'll be able to see that automatically this AI, by just seeing the feature, it will be able to perform all the necessary feature engineering, which is quite good, guys. Trust me, as a human being, just to see this specific feature, because see, this end-to-end project I have already created in my YouTube channel regarding advanced house price prediction. And just the feature engineering videos for somewhere around 30 to 35 minutes. Now just imagine automatically it is being able to create the pipeline, column transformer, whatever transform is required. Here model is also created. DF drop sales price is in the dependent feature. So here you can see all the necessary code is already given over here, right? And just imagine, just to perform all these things, we had to initialize, we have to probably see about all the features, see the properties of the features, and probably go ahead and try to see what kind of output we are basically getting, right? So there were a lot of statistical analysis, but just with the help of this Julius AI platform, you'll be able to see that how quickly we were able to do this and later on train a model, right? So this is what is so amazing about this, right? And probably now, if I probably see the manual part that I had actually done this particular project, end-to-end project, there the video that was recorded was somewhere around 3 to 4 hours, right? And the amount of efforts was somewhere around 5 hours, let's say. Okay, but just by seeing the code, I can feel that, okay, whatever things I have actually done over there is similar, matching to all the things that this particular AI bot has actually done, right? So this is quite amazing, right? And here is what is your response. You can probably see what is the output that we are specifically getting because it has internally done all the test and train and test divide of the data set that we had. Now, along with this, we can also ask for suggest prompts, okay? Suggest some prompts, other prompts to try, right? So over here, it will also provide you some suggestion, right? Here are some suggestion you might consider, right? Model evaluation, evaluate the performance of the regression model. So let's go ahead. Let's see with respect to feature importance, okay? So here I will say, identify the most important feature that influences this, right? And I will stop this because I don't want further because I got the question. And you can ask any question that you want. You can probably ask, how is the correlation of all the independent features, right? Now, feature importance actually helps you to select the most important feature in the data set. Now, automatically the code is being written over here, which is quite amazing, guys. I have never used permutation importance, but I can also tell it to probably use random forest importance, KNN importance, all the things. I can also tell, go ahead and find if there is any kind of outliers and all. Right? So this is amazing. So see, automatically the code has been written with respect to this. I can probably check out this particular code and even execute in my Jupyter notebook, right? Really impressed with this specific tool, guys. I think this is far much better than the code interpreter that we have in ChatGPT, right? So here you can probably see this overall call, this particular feature in the form of descending to ascending order, right? The visualization, the listed outputs represent the top 10 most important feature influencing house prices according to the model, right? Now, this is one of the thing, right? Now what I can also do is that, see, if I probably go ahead and click on visualize. So this is already the options that are specifically given over here. So here it says, give me another visualization to understand the data. So I can probably also do that, right? I will just stop this. What I'll do, give me another visualization to understand it to further understand the data, and give it and provide an Excel file. So I want that particular visualization to see in an Excel file. Let's see whether it gives or not, right? So all the visualization it probably does, and it provides that particular entire visualization in the Excel file, so that tomorrow if you're working in the specific company, you can also provide this entire information to the stakeholder. Again, super amazing, the features that you specifically have. Now see, this is what is the correlation it is probably doing, you know, and it has probably also created this XLSX, and now it will also give you the link, right? So here you have this specific link, the image URL is there. You can probably use this API. All this visualization will be put up in an Excel sheet, and here from here you can probably download it and you can use it. Now see, the Excel file containing the correlation matrix has been saved and can be downloaded from here. Again, another important information. See, at the end of the day, guys, this is really saving your time. If you are that early person who have already started machine learning, deep learning, feature engineering, you have probably created multiple projects. Trust me, just by using this, it becomes so easy, so beautiful and all, right? So this is how things are done. I'll show you one more feature, you know. So probably what I had actually done is that just some few hours back, you know, I was checking out one another data set, okay? And that data set also had a huge amount of data. Over here, what we specifically did is that it was trying to, whenever it used to get an error, right, it used to probably backtrack on that error and try to solve. So if it is getting a specific error over here, it is not telling me to give any inputs. It is backtracking and it is trying to solve that particular error, right? So again, it solved that error. Then again, it got an error. What it did again, it went and understood the root cause. Again, it made the code right and again started giving the code over here, right? And finally, it was also able to train the model, right? So let's go ahead and try to see some more features. I will also like to see evaluate the performance. Okay, so I will go ahead and execute this code. Okay. And suppose if you don't have anything in your mind, you can use those three options: visualization, keep going, or suggest any kind of prompts, you know, automatically it will be taken care of. Right now, here you can probably see the mean absolute error, mean squared error, everything is probably performed, right? I'll also tell it to perform hyperparameter tuning. Now the next thing will be that, right? And again, the code is written, guys. Super amazing, super amazing. This is just to show you how your work is basically getting reduced. Okay. Also, I will say also perform hyperparameter tuning. You can take up any data set, right? Because whenever we initially get a data set, if you are just thinking about that particular data, what it says, it takes time, right? If you probably use this, so here you can see grid search CV, this is there, and yes, it is probably using decision tree regressor, right? And done. This is good. Great. So your output is basically coming. Mean squared error is basically there. It is printing the things. It is giving you the answers and all, right? And automatically the code, see the speed. I really like the speed over here. The backtracking part, whenever it gets an error, whenever I give a specific prompt, and how difficult that particular prompt may be, right? It gives you the kind of answer that is basically required. At the end of the day, it uses those three model, but additionally on top of that, the UI part, which has so many different things that is probably coming in front of you. So go ahead and try it out, Julius AI. And again, guys, use it for your productivity. Okay. It will be always good if you are able to complete many of the tasks easily and quickly. As I say that, couple of years back when ChatGPT was not there, when this all AI features were not there, probably we used to take a lot of time to implement all the projects. But now opportunities has been given to you. All you have to be productive. All you have to probably use this kind of AI tools to probably showcase or complete the project in a quicker way. So here you can probably see all the output, response, everything I'm probably getting over here. Go ahead, try it out. And again, amazing tool altogether with respect to Julius. A quick shout out. I think people should use it and probably use it to make themselves productive. So yes, this was it from my side. I hope you like this particular video. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Have a great day. Thank you, one doll. Take care. Bye-bye.